We know that carrying your groceries out to your car seems a bit old school. That saying hello and asking about your day feels like a thing of the past. Being best at fresh, it's not just a fad. Serving high-quality meat at affordable prices? Talk about a throwback. But at Fareway, that's kind of our thing. Because some things never go out of style. Friendly at Fareway. It's more than just a name.
Derek, what's the guarantee? Derek?
Mike, time to make history.
Players in Circa Million make 5 picks against the spread each week with quarterly and full season payouts.
Circa Survivor entries choose one team each week with no point spread. The last one standing wins it all.
We have $21 million on the line. Are you in? Visit circasports.com for details.
Jonas Brothers, greetings from your hometown tour. Playing at KC Center October 5th. Get tickets now at HighVTix.com.
2 guys, 2 Chris's, 1 network. Iowa everywhere. It's time for 2 Guys with Chris Williams and Chris Hassel. Presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery from the Channel Seed Studios. Where? Everywhere. Live and always on demand at Iowa Everywhere.
Good morning. It's the 28th of July, 2025. My name is Chris Williams. I'm joined as always by Chris Hassel. Maddie Van Winks is producing the program. We are presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery in the Channel Seed Studios. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, X, sometimes Instagram.
Yeah, we're on Instagram today.
We're on Instagram today? Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, says Maddie Van Winks. How you doing,
Where the
Hassel?
hell are you, Williams?
I'm at the Lake of the Ozarks. Not
Beautiful
Branson.
background you got there, just closed shades.
Yeah, well, I had thought about doing it outside again. It is so hot. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure my computer could even make it, to be honest with you.
You know what it's kind of reminding me of is one of our very first shows. You were down at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we're coming up on 3 years, boys.
Yeah, 3 years in August. We're almost there.
Really that close? Truly unbelievable. It feels like we just started this thing.
Yeah, I would have guessed 2 years, but yeah, I mean, we're coming up on a year of Murph and Andy joining us too.
Yeah, my family listened to the entire Murph and Andy show from Friday on our way down here.
That was a great show.
Well,
their Friday shows are so good.
It's really hard to do that because your age is 41 to 5, and everybody was enjoying the show. It was really cool.
Wasn't there a unnecessary censorship part about Mackenzie like going down on herself or something?
Yeah.
How do you explain that to your kid?
They just giggle. They just giggle. There was the one caller, and we didn't know this was coming. The What's Bugging Andy, who was about my snot-nosed kids and the Ireland trip, and Cameron, big Full House fan, goes, "How rude!"
Oh God, that Ireland trip! I spent the whole weekend thinking about it, trying to come up with ways to get out. I don't know how are we even going to do our shows during that week?
Well,
with you out there?
You're gonna have to figure out one of them on your own. I'm sorry.
What?
You're gonna have to do one without me.
This game week, brother.
I'm gonna try and get on.
What the hell are you doing?
Get on a damn alpaca and go to the highest point of Ireland and find a signal, please.
Here's the deal. I did do this, and it's on its way. Van Winkle, you'll be interested in this. I bought an internet pack that serves Ireland and Northern Ireland that will be delivered to my house next week. So I'm going to have high-speed internet everywhere I go. So if it's possible, I'm going to do the show.
Okay.
I'll have my little dildo microphone.
Your little vibrator mic. What? I think it's what? Is it 6 hours ahead of where you are? there?
I don't know.
So it would be 2:30 in Ireland at the start of the show.
In the afternoon?
I think so. Yeah. It's 2:37 right now.
How cool would it be if I'm like
where you
sitting at the cliffs of Moher doing the show?
It'd be great.
Because I have this, again, all I'm going to need is a powered up machine. That's going to be the key.
A lot of people worried in the comments that I'm going to give spoilers on Happy Gilmore 2. I won't. I will try not to give any spoilers.
What kind of a spoiler
on my
can you
review.
give?
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I'm
I haven't
not gonna
seen it either, but it's like, oh, is he going to play golf?
He dies in the end. No. I will try to avoid specific things. I'll keep it more generic because my weekend was basically spent thinking about Williams' Ireland trip and watching Happy Gilmore. Did you watch Happy Gilmore 2?
Last night I showed Cameron Happy Gilmore 1.
What about 2? Did you watch it?
Watching that tonight.
Okay. Van Wook, did you watch it yet?
I started it last night. Couldn't get all the way through it. I threw about 20 minutes of it, and it's kind of weird.
Okay.
They move through that plot that first 10 minutes, and it's like, okay, this is what we're doing here. Okay. You kind of get the feel for it in the first few minutes.
Look, I had extremely low expectations going in. I know what Sandler movies have become. I'm not killing him for it. He takes care of his friends. He takes care of his family. But God damn it. It was way worse than I expected. Like on Murph and Andy, Keith Murphy said that it was reported there were 47 cameos in the movie. And that's my pet peeve. I hate cameos. I hate forced cameos.
Yeah, because it's like a break from the plot. It just...
Yes. It's one of the reasons why I fell out of love with the show Entourage. Started off so great, and then it was just forced cameo after another the last couple of seasons.
That's what pissed me off about WWE. When they start bringing these celebrities into the storylines, and it loses its believability.
So Murph said it was going to be around 50 cameos. I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure that we hit 50 cameos in the first 30 minutes of the movie. So, and the John Daly thing, there were some that were like, Scotty Scheffler was good. Scotty Scheffler was really good. So here's what happened. I try to watch it with my wife. Low expectations. We're thinking, we went out to eat. We came home. We're thinking, just relax, have a few laughs. And watched 40 minutes, and neither one of us had even smiled. I was just kind of like, I was getting pissed off, actually. I mean, like some of the stuff that happened.
You were rage texting.
I was not happy. And so I said, fuck it. Do you want to keep watching this? And she said, no, it's terrible. So we punt, and I tweeted it out, and it went semi-viral that I thought it was not good, which surprised me. Like, I think a lot of people tweeted the same thing, but there were a ton of people in the comments just bashing me. Oh, yeah.
You're getting that in our comments too.
Oh man, how can it? It's great. It's great. It scratched me where I itched. I mean, this movie came out, the original, when I was in, I think, 6th grade, and I was a huge golf fan. I loved it. It was one of my favorite movies of childhood. And again, I knew it wasn't going to be good. I didn't expect that. So I thought yesterday, I had my factory reset. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch the first one. Because a lot of people in the comments said, yeah, you know what? If the first one came out today, you'd hate that too. So I rewatched the first one. And look, maybe, I'm sure part of it was pulling me back, nostalgia, all that. Because I hadn't watched it in maybe 20 years or so.
It still hits. I watched it last night.
It
still
does.
Laughing.
And there were, I didn't see any forced cameos. There were cameos, but it was the Bob Barker cameo is one of the greatest of all time. Bob Barker beats the shit out of him. And there was a real storyline there. And it was cute. And I really enjoyed it again. And so I said, all right, I'm going to rewatch Happy Gilmore 2. So I picked up Happy Gilmore 2. And I will say, for those of you who haven't watched Happy Gilmore 2 yet, I will suggest watch Happy Gilmore original before you do it, because Happy Gilmore 2 is just one callback after another and very little explanation on the callbacks. Like some of them I knew were going over my head because I hadn't seen the original in 20 years and I didn't remember some specific callback on a joke. So it did help a little bit when I went back and watched it. It did. And I thought once they introduced Shooter McGavin, that really helped. But Shooter McGavin was the star of the movie, Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, I thought he was. I said to my wife when we were watching the first one, I go, I needed to be 40 to truly understand how great Shooter McGavin's character is.
No,
in the first one.
He is. He made the first one too.
Yeah, he's so good in it. Like,
but the
when
problem,
he hits the putt at the end and like, oh my god, I love him.
The problem with the second one is they don't use him enough. He's not part of the story enough. He comes in a little bit too late, I think, and there's not enough of him. There's too much like forced BS. Like just like Eminem comes in there.
Hey, spoilers!
I know. The storyline, like comparing the first two storylines, you can't. The first one's a great storyline. This one sucked. I mean, it just flat out sucked.
Is Grandma still alive?
Grandma's not alive.
Oh, that's a shame.
They do pay tribute to some of the people who had passed away since the first one. There's a lot of people that had passed away since the first one. But what got under my skin the most, and it was in the first 30 minutes, is he uses his family members in real life way too much. Like his real daughters, his real wife, and I get he can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's his thing. He's just being a good dad. I get all that. But I can't stand it when people who can't act are in a movie. And there are also cameos. This is the worst part. When you know that it's a cameo because the person on camera clearly can't act, but you have no idea who they are. Maybe it's for a younger audience.
I have a cameo right now. Nolan Groner just walked in. It's like
Nolan Groner from the
yeah.
What was that? The Olympic video from last year where you
Walked
guys
right in.
synchronized diving?
Yep. You heard that. Really mixed. It's really interesting watching.
It is.
the comments.
It's a polarizing
Some
movie
people,
because you either love it or you hate it.
One guy has said that he watched it 3 times this weekend.
Oh my God.
And then other people are saying it's like unwatchable, horrible, simply horrible, says Brian. Brent is getting all over your ass. Come on, it's not a movie to watch with your wife. Did you even he's getting pissed?
Yes, I finished it, Brent. I watched the rest of it yesterday, and it wasn't with my wife. It was by myself. It was after I watched the original. And while I will say watching the first one did help right before, and I thought the second part of the movie was a little better because it had more Shooter McGavin, it was still, I mean, if I'm going to give a letter grade to this, I'm going to go D.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. But I have a bad feeling now that I'm just going in with so many negative thoughts.
Well, you can't have high expectations going in, and that a lot of people are like, you had high expectations. You thought it was going to be as good as the original.
Let me ask you this:
the original would have sucked if it came out today. No, go back and watch that first one. It holds up. It's great.
Should I have some climbing kites before I watch this tonight?
Yes, that would definitely help. Yeah,
because I brought a bunch.
Yeah, I'm sorry, like, I'm not gonna say that a movie was good if it's not. I'm not. No. It just didn't.
God damn it! And I've got.
I will say this.
I
did laugh. I laughed twice when I finished it up. The final, whatever it was, hour yesterday. I did laugh twice. I think There are some fun moments, but I mean the storyline is just so goddamn dumb.
Speaking of Groner, did you see this? I got so this is a real life Two Guys super fan. He's a high school student in my hometown. And this is the message he sent to me. He looks like he's going to kill us. Matt, can you read this? It's a little too far. I can't really quite see it on my screen.
It says, "Hey, Chris, I love the show from Circa with a K. Sad elitist Hassel couldn't join you, but he made up for it by complaining about being rich on Thursday. Still don't know what I'd do without two guys with Chris and Chris on Mondays and Thursdays. Enjoy your vacation and Branson."
Wait, what did I really complain on Thursday as well? I know I went long the week before on bitching about going on vacation. I don't remember bitching after I got home from vacation. Did I?
I don't know. I just like how this young man who isn't even of age to drink is just working in all of these inside jokes from the show while he's just staring at the camera.
He looks like me watching Happy Gilmore, too. God. That's Groner's friend?
Yeah, that's Groner's friend, Cohen. Telling you, we're a big deal down there. These high school boys, we're like they're...
Down where? Where's this, Clarinda?
Yeah, Page County, Iowa.
Are we big in Branson, too?
I don't know. I don't go to Branson.
Oh, that's right. You're not in Branson. You're in the Ozarks.
I'm 25, or it's 2025. I will never go to Branson again the rest of my life. I'll promise you that. There is nothing that place has.
I don't ever have to go to Branson again. One trip to Silver Dollar City was enough for me.
I just got back from a little vacay.
How did that go?
It wasn't a vacay.
Hauling your kids all around the city of Chicago.
We survived.
We
survived the streets of Chicago.
We got some nice deep dish. We did some nice surf and turf at a really great steakhouse.
Ooh, that looks good. What steakhouse is that?
Oh, it's Chicago Chop House. One of the oldest.
So you got some lobster, some mashed potatoes, looks like, is that a filet?
Yeah, we did a filet. It was a dry aged filet.
Ooh.
A 12-ounce. We split it, and then we did some grilled asparagus.
And just one big onion ring. It's perfect. I love that.
It's kind of their thing. So yeah, really cool place. Check it out if you're in Chicago.
Did you fly to Chicago?
No, we drove. It was a long drive, but we passed through the Quad Cities. Hassel, thought about you, God. And yeah.
Well, the reason I asked is so you didn't have a chance on Thursday's show to defend yourself for the Pizzagate.
Well, I think you covered it pretty well.
Did you bring that deep dish pizza in the car with you?
No, the best part is we got to Chicago, and I was trying to find the closest pizza place, and Lou Malnati's was like...
I didn't know you were like a big pizza guy.
I'm a pizza junkie.
Yeah, okay.
We did Giordano's too.
Weird. How did I not know that about
you? You did Giordano's? Oh, so how do you compare the two? Because a lot of people are on one side or the other.
I thought Lou Malnati's had better crust.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Giordano's is a little bit more of a flakier crust. I think Lou Malnati's is a little bit more of a buttery, stays together a little better. I liked the filling of Giordano's, so they both are really good pizzas.
Now, you guys have Giordano's in Central Iowa now, right?
Yeah, it's in West Des Moines, and it's more of a chain. I think Lou Malnati's I was looking to, they're in like Phoenix, and they have Indiana, a few other locations, but I liked them both. They were both very good.
I had some great pizza in Italy, which was a big shift from... No, it was a big shift from my last trip there in 2018. I got the worst pizza of my life.
In Italy?
Yeah, because it's different there. Like
it's like having a bad beer in the Ozarks.
No, it's not. It's like we Americanize pizza. Their idea of pizza is different.
Actually most disappointed I've ever been in one of my children in my life. My oldest said she wanted to move to China. And I'm like, no, you don't. Fucking communists. Like,
did you play her the song? I Ain't Made in China?
Well, no, it was just because she loves Chinese food.
Oh, really? Well, the good news is you can get Chinese food everywhere in the world.
But I was trying to explain to her, my guess is that if you went to China, that their food is not nearly like what you're eating in Bondurant.
No.
Like I would guess you probably will not like it as much, or maybe
And
you will. Maybe you'll
there's
like it even more.
Yeah, instead of like the Kung Pao chicken, it's Kung Pao puppy.
Yeah. Meow.
Oh, interesting point though on that. So we were driving on I-80 coming back, and my cousin who lives in Iowa City was telling me that there's this Indian restaurant on I-80 that's like supposed to be one of the best in the country. And apparently there's a ton of Indian semi drivers.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. Why there would be a nice Indian restaurant off I-80 for these truckers to stop at.
Oh yeah.
But it's like
We have
little dives.
We have an Indian restaurant right by Bondurant too. It's across from that Quick Stop.
Same reason, telling you.
I always thought, like, who the hell goes there?
Fails loves Indian. He took me to some Indian place 15 years ago.
I'd like to give it a try.
I don't know. It was somewhere in Urbandale, I think. And, it was really good. It was an absolute shithole, but really, really good and really spicy.
I don't want you guys living in shitholes in retirement, so it's time to go along with our friends from Wealth Charter.
Let's go.
It's time to go long with Wealth Charter Retirement Planning and Tax.
He brought up a good point on Friday's Murph and Andy, because I've actually used this at the Wealth Charter website. They've got these cool like graphs and stuff on basically just retirement tools that anybody can check out. It's really good stuff. So check that out. Appreciate them sponsoring Going Long here on Two Guys. I'm going to go long on hard hitting and great sports journalism today. And then we're going to bleed into a Big Ten point. Just one of the best sports columns I've read in years by my buddy Stuart Mandel over at The Athletic, coming off of Big Ten Media Days. I would encourage everybody to go and check it out. Now, Chad and Scott did talk about this column on Legends and Listeners, which is what had me go and read it. I want to read just a few lines from it. And this is about Tony Petitti's press conference. It just sickened Mandel. Yeah, he goes, amazing how quickly the crowing starts when a league wins back-to-back national championships for the first time since World War II. Petitti made me wonder whether I'd somehow landed on an undiscovered planet. Call it Planet Gaslight. Even though he proposed all the proposed details had since been leaked, he had talked about it on a college football analyst Joel Klatt's podcast. Something about being here in person and seeing him extol the merits of such a destructive idea made me question whether we were all being gaslit. I mean, he just brought it. It leads me into just the entire whatever the Big Ten was, trying to shove down our throats last week with these playoff bids. I want to read this one quote from Jed Fish, Washington head coach. And this is, Chris, what we have talked about on this show for so long. Bloom and I have talked about this for 10 years. And it's my biggest pet peeve with college athletics is that everybody's just looking out for themselves. That's what it's always been.
Course, yeah.
How can our conference make the most money? And then within the conferences, the schools are all trying to backstab each other whenever they can just to make a buck, right? Even in athletic departments, there are like talk to Saban and Nate Oates about this down at Alabama when you're trying to get the same amount of money, right? Jed Fish said this. This is a real quote. It's imperative we need 4 automatic bids, a 9-game schedule in the Big Ten Conference. We cannot leave it up to chance with a 5-11 combo. And I'm not picking on Jed Fish because he's a coach in the Big Ten. This is what
he got his marching orders.
Yes, they were all on the same page. It's not just Jed Fish who was making comments.
Petitti said that the coaches are the ones that came up with this.
And while I agree with them on the conference, like everybody should play the 9 conference games, right? I think we all
100% agree. The only people that don't are the SEC and the ACC who
Correct.
play 8.
So we all agree on this. It just that quote was just like, I mean, there's no more zeroing in on it than that, where the guy only cares about the Big Ten, right? And he should. He's a Big Ten coach, but like there's absolutely nothing that came out of that where it was like, what's the best thing for the sport? What's the best thing for all of us? The rising tide lifts all boats thing. That was an absolute abomination last week in Las Vegas. And but God damn, like they were in lockstep. That was like SEC year 2005 lockstep that this Petitti had. The one thing, and this was in this column that I didn't realize, and I wanted to bring this up to you and Matt, because Matt's a bigger baseball fan than we are.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I hate the
I know where you're
baseball
going.
wild cards.
Yeah.
Like, I hate the way it is now. And I think if anybody's had a team that you follow for like I do with my Braves, I follow them 162 games. I do. I don't watch every game, but I follow it. I get the updates on my phone. I'm locked into it. I love Braves baseball. And when you earn the right throughout 162 games, and then you lose that bullshit playoff game, and then you get kicked out, and like you're rewarded as a baseball fan for putting up with that garbage by a 5-game series at the very least to start, right? And now, like, it was Petitti who came up with this baseball wild card thing.
Well,
I didn't know that.
He was pounding his chest about it. Look what we did in baseball by adding the wild card teams. I mean, because forever it was one wild card team. Now there's 3 wild card teams from each league that get in.
Yeah, and he's like, basically, and that's where in a 6-3 Big Ten team, this would draw a ton of interest. Two Guys Nation, do we like the baseball wild cards?
No, I don't.
Does Matt, you're a bigger baseball, do you like the baseball wild cards the way
it's too many teams?
It's too many. Baseball purists hate it. I think the casual fan doesn't really care. I think they probably more enjoy it, the fact that they get to follow their team a little bit more. But no, baseball purists are against it. But it's just,
what's so stupid about it is the season's so long, and you can have a team that's 10 games back, theoretically, wipe out a team that won its division.
Yeah.
It completely ruins it. Thank you. Hey, Ashley, come say hi to everybody. She won't come on. She just delivered me coffee.
Hello, Dr. Ashley.
Hassel says, hello, Dr. Ashley. And I don't know, and then now with college football, and Matt, you bring up a good point, like the purist versus the casual fan. I guess my hope, what I'm still holding on to, is that more college football fans are purists, where, we heard and we talked about it for 30 years about how imperative it is that the regular season remains the way it is, where if you lose 2 times, you're out, right? 1 time, you got a good chance of being out.
The Big Ten wants you to be able to lose 4 times and still get in.
But it's clear, like, when you watch this guy talk, though, he's not a college football guy. He's not a college football fan. And I can tell that with your mark,
yeah,
too.
For
right?
him to say, 6-3 record, that's a good record. And if you stumble once in the non-con, that shouldn't keep you from making the playoff. 8-4 team making the playoff. Get out of here with that. It's all about his idea, his vision. It all goes back to the playing games with him. Because his big thing in baseball was the wild card teams. This is all about getting the playing games. That's what it's all about. Because that leads to more money.
So, again, go and read Stewart's column.
There's also a new column today from Scott Docterman on this at the New York Times and The Athletic. Scott tweeted it out a couple of hours ago, and I read it this morning. And it's titled, Why Have Big Ten Football Coaches Rallied Around a CFP Plan the Rest of College Football Doesn't Like? Quote, They're in sync with the plan because they helped create it. And inside at the numbers and rationale behind its CFP proposal. And in this article, you mentioned that you didn't hear anything from Petitti that said that this was for the greater good of the game as a whole. In this article, he's basically saying that we're only asking for 4 automatic bids. When you look at the numbers, we deserve 5.
This is, according to Mandel, this is a Fox thing.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Yeah, because ESPN owns the playoff for the next 7 years.
And the SEC.
Yes. And Fox, if it can get this extra stuff from the Big Ten, which it owns the majority of like the Big Ten network, and like it's clearly business, and like this is a Fox mandate likely. I don't even know if the Big Ten coaches believe in this stuff, but it's coming from the top. So you just put all these pieces together. And I also think, I'm going to be real here. I think the Big Ten knows it's not as good as the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've won the national championships. Your top end's really good. You may win another one this year. 1 to 10, you're not as good as them. And
I agree with that.
You need this.
I think 1 through 4, 1 through 3, you're every bit as good.
Absolutely.
Maybe even better.
Correct.
But it's your 5 through 10.
And really go 5
just
through
a
16.
drop off.
It's like you put the back of the league is where it's the biggest difference. But I think that they know that, and that's why they're pushing this. But again, it's the problem of nobody cares about the sanctity of the sport. They're all looking out for themselves.
Of course.
And somehow Petitti is making Greg sing. So I'll give him credit. Like I said 3 months ago, I wanted the Big Ten and the SEC to go at it and like, let's have a debate and figure this out. Somehow Sankey sounds better than Petitti here.
Yeah,
and I never thought I would ever think that.
Cheesehead says, Doc's point, Scott Doctorman on Legends and Listeners, is that your team still has hope even if you drop a few games early on. And I get that to a point, but like no fiber of my being would want last year's Iowa team, 8-4, with several bad losses. I mean, they lost to Michigan State and UCLA. What were the good wins? There are none.
No.
That team would have been 1 win away from the college football playoff. They would have gone to Indiana in a play-in game, and if they won that game, they'd be in the playoff. That's ridiculous.
And what's really asinine about this that nobody will talk about, but it's the truth. So let's compare it to baseball. Oh, my team. Like right now, I'm not watching every Braves game because they're not going to make the playoffs. I'm just following. In football, like if Iowa, let's use Iowa as an example. If they have that like lingering chance to make this Big Ten playoff, how many more, like what percentage of fans will keep watching the games that wouldn't be watching them already if they were 3-9? Do you know what I mean? Like most college football fans are going to watch the game no matter what.
Because you only get a handful.
No.
There was a good rant from an SEC guy yesterday on Twitter. What the hell's his name? Barry Trammell. And he makes a good point.
Barry's an old Big 12 writer. He's an Oklahoma guy.
He was on an SEC show with like SEC Mike or something. And, he really hammered down the fact that we don't have very many interesting games in college football. When you compare it to the NFL has 17 games. You could lose any one of them. College football has 12. Okay, so you're already -5 if you're comparing to the NFL. Then you have 2 to 3 exhibition games where you're playing somebody from the FCS or Illinois State or whoever. Then you usually have a couple just absolute shit conference games as well. So you're only getting a handful of really good games a year in some of these conferences because you refuse to play a good non-con schedule. And he pointed out that Kalani Sitake said he thinks it should be that in the non-con you play the other 3 conferences. Like if you're Iowa, you should play a team from the Big 12, Iowa State, a team from the SEC, and a team from the ACC. How much more fun would that be? But there's too many people that don't want, like a lot of people don't want Iowa to play Iowa State. And they think it's because they can substitute it with Iowa, Alabama. That's not going to happen. It's going to be.
No, look at college basketball. Like,
yeah,
they've shown the way. Yeah, And there's too much of that, like where they're just like puffing their chest out. Like we've done these conference commissioners though have done a great job over the last 30 years of making fans care about like TV revenue. Like when our dads were in the 80s, our dads were both Hawk fans then. Like Hayden Fry's coming to town. Do you think that were they sitting around the tailgate lots being like, "Oh man, I wonder what this
you had no idea
TV
about that.
deal."
It didn't matter.
No, it were about supporting your team and like.
But here's the problem.
It made us
now.
care about all this stuff. That
Yeah. All you have to do is look at the latest article from the Gazette from over the weekend on Iowa State. Because they are in the Big 12 and not the Big 10, they are expecting $150 million deficit over the next 6 years, and it's going to directly impact Iowa State fans. They are halting construction of what would have been a $20 million wrestling practice facility and a $25 million Hilton Coliseum renovation.
For what it's worth, that's been known for a long time.
They are also going to stop absorbing the cost of sales tax on tickets, and that's going to be an expense. It's going to make them about $1.5 million annually by taxing the fans who buy tickets. You know what else could make about $1.5 million annually? Alcohol sales, but they're not going to do that. They're upping the annual required donation levels for membership in the Cyclone Club by 20%. That's going to generate an estimated $3 million. And mandating all sports and support units cut costs and find savings to slow the growth of overall expenses. This is the direct impact of being in the Big 12, not the Big 10, and having to deal with now the new revenue sharing among athletes.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff, again, is stuff we already knew, but they did a really good job of just laying it all out there and putting it all in one spot. The other thing is that it'll be interesting because Iowa State is being transparent about it. Obviously, it's public. How many other Big 12, SEC, or ACC? I mean, they're not alone. This is a thing all over the country. Arizona had a big thing. A lot of those Pac-12 schools have been in really bad financial shape. UCLA was. It's one of the reasons they're in the Big 10. So I guess my point is there's going to be a lot of schools like this, and this brings us to the Donald Trump thing. Where he has this was the most bizarre. This news came out, and Chris, I didn't even flinch. I was like, "Oh, okay." That the president has issued an executive order to save college sports, which I agree with a lot of stuff that's in it, but I have no faith that any of this will hold up. That's what's crazy. You would think the most powerful person on the planet, but there's just too many lawyers.
And there's too many different rules now. Who are you listening to? Are you listening to your school, your state, your conference, your government, your TV network? What are you supposed to do? Where are we at right now with the pay for play? Because I know there was some kind of thing that came down last week on, the collectives are still going to be allowed to operate.
Well, I want to preface this by I do not know all that. This is how I understand it now. This could change in an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
From what I understand is that basically the courts have deemed it illegal to keep these collectives from paying kids.
To limit pay for play from the collectives.
Correct. So, I mean, let's just say locally, Iowa and Iowa State, the Swarm and We Will were supposed to shut down on whatever date.
I think the Swarm was continuing in some other fashion, but We Will was
We Will, from what I understand, is just being rolled into Learfield and the athletic department.
I'm pretty sure the Swarm was continuing in some way, but you were supposed to.
Well, okay,
and I've called the bluff on this for years.
Since day
one. You're never going to stop asking fans for money to pay the players, And I just don't see how you're going to expect these players to take major monster pay cuts next year. It's not going to happen.
I'm going to dumb it down for fans that don't follow this in the weeds. So how it was set was on July 1, the schools were supposed to do all the paying through revenue share and whatever they had set up within their particular school.
Which is how it should be.
Yes. Now this is saying you can have outside people paying your people again.
Of course.
So every coach in the country is saying, get the collective fire back up because Tennessee's going to go out and offer that quarterback $4 million on the side. We need to be able to do it too. And now they're going to come asking for your money again if this holds up. But the thing is, it's like, and I've talked to a ton of people in this industry over the last week about it. They're just like waiting, just looking around at this point. Now, what will happen? There's going to be somebody out there who's ultra aggressive. Tennessee was this in the first round. And then it's like, do we trust all these schools to hold hands and play by the rules like they say they're going to?
Yeah, right.
Good luck. You know who I do trust is our friends over at Freedom Tire. I trust them with my family's vehicle. And I trust them to do what they say they're going to do. And right now they're giving away a set of tires to one of our great listeners, viewers here on Iowa Everywhere. You go to iowaeverywhere.com. And you can jump on in the contest. This contest is off the charts. People just entering all over the place.
We're picking our first winner on Thursday.
Thursday show. Boom. And then they're going to pay it forward, and you can give a set of tires to a charity of your choice. Also, I got a text. We're going to get into Triple B here soon. I got a text from Kelderman. He's on like a bike trail. Kelderman's
mountain bike?
No, motor. He's a Harley guy.
He's riding his Huffy?
Kelderman stopped to take a picture of a Game Day Men's Health sign for me in Arizona the other day.
Arizona? Kelderman doesn't need any more tea. Keep him away from the tea.
They don't, but again, like when you walk around like pools down here at the Ozarks, I'm like, he needs tea. He needs tea. He needs tea.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that about Kelderman if you saw him there.
Kelderman's on the tee, I believe. Game Day Men's Health, locations in Ankeny. Shout out to that whole crew. I love going in there and saying hi to my ladies who take good care of me. Also, West Des Moines, Fales is on the tee, Downs is on the tee, Doctorman's over on the tee, Lystico's on the tee. We're all on the tee.
There are only a few holdouts right now. Me, Keith, Van Woke. Who else?
Van Woke,
Cade
you're way too...
Cade's like 20.
Aiden needs it. I just said that.
Wait, what is Aiden? 23?
Yeah, high, low T. Oh, yeah, that's an inside joke between me and him. That's why I threw it out there. Let's do Triple B with Kelderman Manufacturing.
Bigger, better, bolder. Built by Kelderman Manufacturing.
You guys heard of this Nick Kurtz?
Oh, yeah, the 4 home run guy.
Well, apparently he's like, I'm going to have to bring Van Winkle in on this. He had 4 home runs on Saturday night for the Athletics. He had an MLB record. He matched the record of 19 total bases. 22 years old. He was 6 for 6 in a 15-3 win over the Astros.
Yeah, suck it, Derek Duke. Yeah, they have the best record in baseball too. I think the Astros did. So to do it on the road, that's impressive.
So, Matt, is this Kurtz like a phenom, or what's his deal?
Yeah, I think he's just one of these young up and coming players. He's a lefty, got power. They are playing at. I know this was on the road, but they're playing at the Giants AAA stadium in Sacramento right now, which I could get into a whole other story. Right?
Yeah, they've dropped
the Rays are doing that.
When
too.
you look up the A's. Like every other team is listed by it's Houston, it's Atlanta, but when you look up the A's, it's just Athletics. They just go by the Athletics.
Yes.
Anyways, I thought that was really cool. 4 home runs in a Major League Baseball game. Their manager Mark Kotze said it's arguably the best game I've ever watched from a single player.
I saw a lot of stuff from baseball over the weekend. I saw, I believe it was in the same series, the A's announcer.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't think it was
Chip Carey's son.
Yeah, Chip Carey's kid, Chris, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Some
Like
guy
20
just
he's like 25.
smoked a home run to right center field. Absolute right center field, no doubter, like off the facade of the second deck. And Chris Carey's like, and there's a drive deep to right center field, and it is foul. Or gone.
Dallas Braden is the A's color commentator. And he always kind of saves the day. I don't know what happened. The A's normally have that lady doing their games who's
What is up with it? They can't. Her, but. I mean,
other than the Iowa athletic department, is there more nepotism in sports broadcasting than any other?
So the thing about that is, it's not that the kids aren't good. It's just that it's a lot
skip
easier
all the
for
steps.
them to.
They talk too much.
Yeah, it's because I think this Carey sounded good. Like he got the call wrong, but he sounded good.
He was the Braves single A guy for a long time. Yeah, like I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, you skip some steps, and you're 25 years old trying to call a Major League Baseball game. It's you might miss something, and
You've had guys who have called.
He said he lost it in the lights. By the
You've
way.
had guys who have called tens of thousands of baseball games who would kill to be in those shoes.
I also saw a fan interaction at a Yankee game that went viral. Adam brings that up. This is the only show that can properly react to it, but we need Hassel to live react to the lady in the stands yesterday at the Yankees game. If you know, you know. And I know. Van Woke, I don't think you can play the video. Have you guys seen this?
I haven't seen it, no.
That's surprising, because it's all over my For You page.
Well,
I guess
I've
that
been
says
out
a lot
the
about
league.
me.
Yeah, I haven't.
It's a shot from behind a couple at a Yankee game, and clearly the guy who's sitting to the left of the woman, the guy played the old make my fist disappear game. And the woman is just squirming all over the place. And these people are recording the whole thing behind them. Like, how messed up do you have to be to do that in front of other people at a baseball game?
These New Yorkers.
Well, actually, the guy was in a Phillies jersey.
Well, that would explain it. The white trash, worst fan base in all of baseball are the Phillies.
So, Williams, in Van Woke, when you get free time,
I bet he's pleasuring her.
And that kind of leads me into, it's kind of a Coldplay thing.
Real quick, I needed to make one quick, and then I'll let you do yours.
Okay.
The guy photographing the Cleveland Browns helmet, that was not staged. He absolutely fell into that accidentally. I don't know why everybody thinks it's staged.
I don't either.
Okay,
It was totally staged.
You think so?
Did you see the way he slipped in? He was like, whoa.
That's how people fall into the water.
Yeah,
No,
he's scrambling.
No, he was hamming it up.
Why would you do that? There's no reason for you to do that.
Yeah, and if that was staged, he would have thrown his camera so it didn't go in with him.
It was not. I'm with you, Williams. I never would have thought that was staged.
Ashley and I watched that 20 times yesterday, and we don't think it's staged.
No, I never would have thought that. That kid might get, if that was staged and he did that on his own, he would get fired for that. You're already the butt of a lot of jokes as the Cleveland Browns. And you're unveiling a shitty new uniform and you fall into the water? No. So we go from a couple at a baseball game who were having some fun to the couple at the Coldplay concert.
And yeah,
what?
I was saying, it's maybe they got a little too passionate, but it's nice to see young love like that, right?
No, it's not. It's not. If you think that was not
passion
love.
Just took over at a boring ass baseball.
That was
game,
not love.
I haven't seen the video.
That was lust.
They just can't keep their hands off of each other.
So over the weekend, Astronomer responded to everything that they've got. Now, Van Will,
wait a minute.
Are
Astronomer is the company of the Coldplay people?
Are we able to play this video, Van Wilk?
I have the video. I don't see why we couldn't. I mean, it's Astronomer put this video out.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
And you're thinking it's like an apology video, or at least
Is
you're going to.
Is that Gwyneth Paltrow?
It's Gwyneth Paltrow, and
the
Gwyneth Paltrow
ex-wife.
Yes, she was married to the Coldplay singer. That's
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin's ex-wife.
I thought you were going to say she was married to the CEO of the company at one point.
No.
Okay. There's all sorts of webs going on. Okay. Gwyneth Paltrow, former wife of the Coldplay lead singer, doing a video for the company of the Coldplay people.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Let's give it a shot.
Has everyone seen it? Do we want to play it?
I don't.
Williams, what do you say?
I don't know. Williams hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I don't know why we could get dinged for this.
Thank you for your interest in Astronomer. Hi, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I've been hired on a very temporary basis to speak on behalf of the 300-plus employees at Astronomer. Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days, and they wanted me to answer the most common ones. Yes, Astronomer is the best place to run Apache Airflow, unifying the experience of running data, ML, and AI pipelines at scale. We've been thrilled so many people have a newfound interest in data workflow automation. As for the other questions we've received, yes, there is still room available at our Beyond Analytics event in September. We will now be returning to what we do best, delivering game-changing results for our customers. Thank you for your interest in Astronomer.
Incredible damage control.
It's a masterclass.
That might be the best piece of marketing I've ever seen in my life.
As somebody said in the comments, whatever that CEO was making, give that to whoever came up with this idea and got it done. Because you cannot do it any better than this. This is all of a sudden going to make this a net positive for this company.
I was just thinking, like, man, can I invest in Astronomer? Are they publicly traded?
Oh, yeah.
At least invest in the PR team.
Wow.
Goodness.
Incredible.
The levels to that were just so good.
Speaking of concerts, Matt, anything we need to know about our friends over at Iowa Event Center?
They've got a nice lineup of concerts coming up. I mean, I'll tell you what, I just secured my tickets to Paul McCartney. There's not very many seats left, I don't think.
He's like 102, right?
I think he's 84.
Yeah, he's in his low 80s, I think.
Yeah. Well, I know you'll be at this one, William. I know you'll be at Jason.
Aldean.
That's a Friday night in September. I will probably be in Jonesboro, Arkansas that night, unfortunately.
Whoa. Okay.
Doesn't Iowa State play there?
That's where Arkansas State is. You're really going to make that trip to Jonesboro?
If I'm not, I will be at Jason Aldean, absolutely. If I'm not, I'll be at the Casey Center that night.
Yeah, they got a nice
good show.
fall lineup coming up. I know you'll be at this one with me. Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, September 23rd.
Now, I've heard of both of those bands. What are the main songs from those bands? Like, what's the big 3 Days Grace song?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now. 3 Days Grace, Animal I Have Become.
Son of You Can Sing.
Never Too Late. I Hate Everything About You.
I hate everything
about you.
It's not too late. It's never too late.
Breaking Benjamin. I Will Not Bow. So Cold.
Pain without love. Pain I can't get enough. That one. That's
okay.
HighVTix.com.
Let me get this straight, Williams.
Bow. I will not break.
Okay. What is that? Breaking Benjamin?
Yes.
Okay. Williams, let me get this straight. So you're in the Ozarks right now. Full week there. Then you're going to spend a fortnight in Ireland for Iowa State.
Top of the morning to you.
Then you're going to do RVTV.
Yeah.
Full week in Iowa. Then you're going to go to Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'm pretty sure I heard you also say that you've like laid out a trip to Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, I'm
for
going
that
to Boulder.
game. Dude, you're not going to make it through this football season.
I know, I'm going to die.
What are you doing to yourself?
Well, it's all this extra testosterone, and I feel so good. You know, I just have all this energy.
You're going to zap that energy before the
I'm
first
kidding.
game even kicks off week 0.
Too much. I might skip Jonesboro. I think I need to skip Jonesboro.
Let's see. You could go to Cincinnati too. You want to go to Cincinnati?
No.
How about
I'm not
TCU?
going.
You're going to Boulder.
I'm going to Boulder, and I'm going to Fort Worth for sure.
You're going to Fort Worth too?
Yeah, I'm going to Fort Worth.
Oh my God!
And in the midst of all this, he's working on a book.
Oh yeah, you got your book unveiling.
Pretty much almost done. Like I've been doing that for 3 years, so it's not like I'm just grinding on that. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. Hey, you only live once, right?
There are some questions about Dion going into today that should be answered a little later. Spencer asked, any thoughts on Dion's medical team today? I guess I saw this late last night. Deion Sanders has called some kind of press conference for Monday with his medical team, and we know he's had medical issues that he's been unwilling to respond to. Remember, he was asked about that at media days, and he would not answer any medical questions about himself. So there's people speculating that he's going to step down. I have no idea.
I hope not.
I don't know what he's dealing
football.
with. Yeah, I hope he's all right as well, and I hope he keeps going. But I'm not sure why he would call a press conference like this. It should be interesting.
Are you guys going to let me get to my triple B?
Yeah, Williams just cut your ass off.
There's some breaking news.
I wanted to get the corn sweat.
There's some really big breaking news. Brock Purdy is a dad.
Oh, for God's sake.
Congratulations to Brock and Jenna on the birth of their baby, Millie Jolene Purdy.
Nilly Purdy.
Jolene.
They kept this pretty quiet, but
would this happen over the weekend?
Over the weekend they just announced it. So
good for him.
Congrats to the beautiful family.
It's been quite the year for that son of a bitch.
Are you framing that picture?
Yeah, it'll go right behind me here. I should put it in the Purdy Purdy jersey,
awesome.
the framed Purdy jersey. Millie Jolene.
No, last thing I got for you guys is everybody's talking about this corn sweat. I read about it last night.
Yeah. So my wife, she works at Travelers Insurance remotely. Travelers Insurance is out of Connecticut. And she said last week, like on Thursday and Friday, she got multiple questions from different people around the country about corn sweat, thinking that she would know what it is because she's from Iowa. She didn't really know. All I knew was that it is always more muggy around a cornfield than it is around a mowed field or a grass field. I didn't know the specific science behind it. The corn actually sweats.
Yeah, it like sheds clothing and stuff.
Yeah, it takes off its
ears.
husk. Yeah. So you don't even have to shuck the corn. It's just sitting there. If you go out, look outside right now, you'll see all yellow, no green. No, it sweats and releases. I don't know. It said like 1 acre of corn releases like 50 gallons of water into the atmosphere, and so everything in the Midwest that has corn, soybeans do it too, gets even more humid.
I read that it makes it feel 10 degrees hotter.
So I think it depends on where you, like how close you are to the corn, but
I don't know. But I did think it was interesting to draw that parallel to your dad's dog, because you sent that picture too. Because it's
this just pisses me off. My dad. Look at poor Cassie, the golden retriever.
Oh,
she looks like a lion.
She's a little pretty girl.
Look at all that hair.
Oh, she's a pretty girl.
It's almost August, and he's had her go through the majority of summer with that much extra hair in this heat? And he's like, she only needs a haircut 3 times a year. Like, what? Then do it twice in the summer. What are you? Pete is going to have to get involved here pretty soon because I can't convince him to get her hair cut more often. Golden Retrievers need to get their hair cut a lot. Every time I go there, I'm having to cut parts of her hair off myself. Every time. Because he won't do it. He's got nothing else to do. He takes these dogs for like 5-mile walks in the heat.
She's just looking up at us like, save me. That's me and Diffie last night. You see that?
Yeah, Diffie's hair. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. Diffie's looking good.
We get Diffie groomed, I want to say, like professionally groomed every 2 months.
So that's 6 times a year. And
yeah.
I don't know that Diffie's hair is like Cassie's. Like some Golden Retrievers have different hair. They grow hair differently. By the way, my dad got Cassie from a litter. I can't remember the name of it, but what's this? Kyle Kempt got a dog from that same place a couple of years ago. So my dad's, but Cassie is related to Kyle Kemp's dog.
Drake, offensive coordinator.
That's right. Yeah, new job this year.
Hey, before we break, I need Williams to break this video down for me. What's going on here?
Yeah, so I saw this too, and I have an issue with this video.
Okay,
it's way too short. Like, why is it 4 seconds long?
Well,
it's Williams in a what is that called, a late model? What is that?
Yeah, it's a dirt late model. That's charging Charlie McKenna.
Great.
Oh, it's got Iowa everywhere on the side.
Yeah, it's the Iowa Everywhere car.
And he's got Caitlin Clark's number.
The reason it's so short is my wife took the video, and the other like 30 seconds are just me driving around in like the distance, and it's just this car putting around, and nobody can never tell it's me. So I just shorten it. It makes it much more effective.
Do you have a Hans device on?
There's a Hans device in there. I don't have it on.
That's a good-looking car.
Yeah, it's a damn good-looking car.
How'd it
feel?
Agree. How'd it feel sitting in that thing?
It made me want more. Honestly, it was like a just the tip situation for me. Like, it's like, wait a minute, I could be doing this more often.
When I was in Vegas, Williams told me when he retires, he's going to just do simulated racing in his basement all day.
That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to make my own sim team. I'm serious. I'm going to
Where was that at?
Up in Marshalltown. So we had an event. Mechdyne is a big sponsor of Cyclone Fanatic, and my friend Charlie, I help him out with his race team a little bit, and we did an event for Mechdyne's, like, because they're an engineering company, and there's a lot of like parallels there. So we did an event on Friday up in Marshalltown. There's supposed to be a race up in Marshalltown, which was timed with it, but the race got rained out because the corn sweat. Everything is just
corn sweat.
Just like every day there's like 2 inches of rain.
Yeah, and to the people in the comments like McKinsey, yes, we know that this is not new. What's new is it's being reported nationwide, and people nationwide can't believe this is a thing.
Yes.
So there. Williams, are you going to be there in the Ozarks all week?
No, I'm coming back Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be back for a normal show on Thursday.
Okay.
Yep. And then we got a NASCAR out at Iowa Speedway this weekend. Looking
Are you
forward
going to be
that.
there too?
Oh yeah.
I saw Bubba Wallace won. I watched some of that
cool.
Brickyard 400 yesterday because I wanted to see how empty the place was.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a bad look. They need to get the hell out of there. They need to get the hell out of Indianapolis.
I was at the first one,
which I'm sure had 350,000 people.
Yeah, it was sold out. It's crazy. It's just not a good race. Like that's the like.
It's the track is too big.
Yeah,
it's
a hard. You can't even watch it because the track is too big.
Well, nobody wants to. I don't know what the attendance was yesterday, but it had slipped from 350,000 year one, and it had still carried 300,000 or so, and 250,000 plus, all the way like deep into the 2000s. But I was reading yesterday that in like 2018, 2019, it got down to 60,000.
Well, they started racing it on that road course. Did you know that? They weren't even running on the big track.
The last couple of years they were on the road course, weren't they?
The last couple of years they've been back on the big track, but for like 3 years, right around when you're talking, they were on this road course. It's just they won't leave because Indy likes having the other event, but it's
just a bad look.
It sucks.
A bad look when you see the empty stands everywhere.
The whole thing just sucks. Like NASCAR would be really smart to do a lot of what these baseball teams are doing and playing smaller stadiums and these tracks where these people really care. Like Iowa is going to look amazing. It's sold out. It's a short track. Like it'll look amazing next week.
Is this the first Cup race?
Second. Last year was the first.
Who won last year?
Ryan Blaney.
Okay. That's the other thing I noticed with turning on the Brickyard 400. You look at the scrolling scoreboard on the left side of the screen and just look at the names. It's like, I'm sure racing fans know these guys. There's like no big names anymore.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
It's a young man sport, too. The guys aren't staying until, like, back when we were kids, they'd race until they're 55. Now these guys are getting out, mid-40s. All right, well, fun show. Oh, Maddie, you want to show the picture of the dinosaur? Little dinosaur?
Oh, Sue. That was fun. Field Museum in Chicago. Highly recommend it.
Now,
we tried to go to the
in dinosaurs?
Oh, you will after you go to this.
Man, that looks sweet.
I got to touch a dinosaur bone.
How long ago do you think the dinosaurs were on Earth? Relatively.
How long?
Yeah, like how long ago? Closer to 5,000 years or 5 million years?
Oh, 5 million.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they have
Williams,
this
what do
whole
you believe?
timeline out there.
6 million.
What do you think of the dinosaur, Isley?
It was great.
Girl, Isley.
Super cool. Super cool. We tried to go to the aquarium and it was sold out by 8 a.m.
Unbelievable.
The Shed Aquarium?
Hey, guess who I saw down there? Williams from your neck of the woods.
Who's that?
The pride of Clorinda, Dan Winters.
Dan Winters, huh?
Brought the family down there.
Very nice.
Dan Winters was there. All right.
Classing up the joint. All right, he's Chris Hassel. My name is Chris Williams. We're presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery. Maddie Van Wink's producing the show as always in the Channel Seed Studios. Murph and Andy coming up today at 1 here on Iowa Everywhere.